Hi, Rumians. I'm Druzhnik. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Imperator Rome with its amazing soundtrack. Paradox development team was so kind as to give me a preview copy, for which I am very, very, very thankful. So thank you, Paradox. And I'm allowed to show the game to you now, and it makes me really, really excited. What I'm going to be doing is I'll be playing a 7 to 8 part series from now up until the game's release, with episodes coming out every day at 8 p.m. CET. 2 episodes today, though, because I'm really excited. I just want to show the game off to you. But up until the game's release next week, and then we will start a new or a proper, so to say, series. Why? There's 2 reasons for that. I've played this game a little bit so far. I've played the tutorial. And by the way, if you're getting the game, I highly recommend playing the tutorial. It's really good. But essentially, I'm still learning the game, and this is a way for us to learn together. So I'll be very curious to see in the comments what you are taking away from watching me play as lessons, or what you might be bringing in as you are watching other YouTubers or streamers play the game, or whatever you see that I might be missing, because that will probably or definitely happen as well. So this is a learning spree. And then I want to start the series that will run on the channel for a longer time. Now, the second reason is this is still a pre-release preview version, so there might be bugs in the game. There might not be, but in order to not have any lasting consequences for that, I think it would be good to start a fresh series once the game has released. But that is actually only secondary. My main reason is because I'll be learning. So, and I think that's important to keep in mind. Now, if you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button, and please consider subscribing. Helps me out immensely. And feel free to interact with everybody in the comments below, because I really love reading that. Now, this is the map that you see when you're starting a new game, and what I really like about it, by the way, is if you turn, it's like a globe that you're turning. Like, the map doesn't simply go from left to right. It really feels like a globe, and I love it. Oops, that's the wrong thing. So, yeah, it's really awesome. Now, the nations that I recommended, that I won't be playing as, are Rome, which apparently is easy, Egypt, which is easy, Carthage, normal, Macedon. Oh, actually, I will be playing, because I decided to play as Macedon. So that's normal difficulty. The Seleucids are hard, and Phrygia is hard too. Okay, apparently I'm playing as on normal difficulty. I don't know if that's the best idea, but as I said, this is a learning experience, and we're here to have fun, right? So, Macedon is an aristocratic monarchy where rulers reign for life, so that's important. It's not like when in Rome, where at some point you have to leave your post and there's a new, what are they called? I don't even remember. Leader. Anyway, so here you rule for life, and military ideas and oratory ideas are 1 and 2. We'll see in the game what that means. And there are some other bonuses that I will be honest with you, I don't even know by heart yet what these mean. So, yeah, there's a lot to learn here. Now, we are, of course, Hellenic, our religion. There's a lot of cultures in Macedon. The ruler is Cassander Antipatrit. He is the Basileus of Macedon. Oh, hang on, I want to know. This is really bad that I can't get to the. Oh, it's Publius Sempronius. Really? No, he's the consul. The consul, of course, the consul. But anyway, Cassander is the Basileus of Macedon. He is the head of the Antipatrit family. He's 47 years old. He's got some stats that we'll go over when we're in the game. He has 1,000 wealth. He's got some traits, Blood of Antipatros and Ambitious. We'll see what that means later too. His ambition is basically none right now. He's content in life, which is always good, I guess. His health is good. Prominence is really good. Popularity, meh, could be better. Loyalty, 100%, but that's loyalty to himself, I think, so I guess that makes sense. Corruption, 0. Culture, Macedonian. Religion, Hellenic. And location, he's in Pella. And he has a preferred heir, Philippe the Fourth Antipatrid, which is probably his son. Now, oh yeah, it's actually right here, his stats. So he has 7 martial ability, 3 charisma, which is not great, 6 finesse, and 4 zeal. Now, martial, obviously, it depends, or it has a consequence for how good a general you can be, your ability to fight elite troops. Charisma is your ability to charm and persuade others, so, maybe not good to be a ruler with low charisma. Finesse is basically, what it means is that it shows how good you are at doing things that require you to basically use your head. So anything that requires you to focus, research and governors is the example that they gave here, is governed by finesse. And then lastly, zeal, so the ability to inspire faith in other characters and to call upon the favor of the gods, which, as we all know, religion is important. Now, there are 12 cities in Macedonia, or I think then you say Macedonia, I'm not sure. 9 in Macedonia Secunda, 9 in Chalkidiki, 11 in Thessaly, 6 in Aetolia, 1 in Achaia, and 1 in Hellas. So we have quite a big territory on our hands. We have almost 600 pops, mostly Hellenic Macedonians and some Thessalians, and then the other ones are all in very low numbers. We have 157 citizens, and again you can see how they are divided over their cultures and religions. We have 204 freemen, 57 tribesmen, and 180 slaves. We are allied with Thrace, who are over here, basically our neighbors, and they are big too. And our subjects are Argos. It should light up. Hang on. I think it's over here, isn't it? Argos. Where are you? Show me where you are. Oh, there. Here, that's Argos. Then we have Eubea over here, and Paeonia, which I didn't see anything light up. Hey, where is it? Oh, there it is. So that's a subject of ours too. Now I'll be playing, I think, on normal difficulty, not Iron Man mode, because why would I? And I'll just start the game. Alexander the Great. In Babylon, 18 years ago, the Archaic king Alexander died suddenly at the age of 32. In the 5 years preceding his death, his continuing military successes had reshaped the world as known to the Greeks, his empire stretching uninterrupted from Egypt to the Indus. The shock of Alexander's early death and his lack of a chosen successor sent shockwaves through the hierarchy of satraps and generals who attended him, splintering his empire into elements ruled by these potentates, styled as the Diadochi. For many years, they and their successors have been locked in a bitter struggle over the future of the empire, drawing all nations within their sphere of influence into the conflict. The wars of the Diadochi will surely continue. Perhaps it is up to Macedon to decide how they will end. The die is cast. Now, the game is paused when you start, which is a good thing because it gives you, some time to look around and see what kind of territories you have. Now, as you can see, there are multiple military units over here. The only ones who are really mine are the green ones. So we have a first Stratos here, without a general, by the way. 21,000 strong, with 21 cohorts, so that's a pretty big army, and it's probably the reason why I'm losing money. Could also be a good idea to have a commander here, but we'll look at the diplomatic or the governance situation before we decide on that. Now we also have the first Nauticon, 12 ships, also without an admiral. So that's an interesting thing here. I think here you can see the maintenance of the army unit. So these are really expensive. Then the gray ones, sort of gray-brownish, are mercenaries that you can hire if you want to. So here there's 14k, there's 12k here, and these are actually Paeonia's units. So, and then another 12k here. So the only one that I really have is this one. I believe, yes, that's true. So I have some troops, but I'm losing a lot of money. Now, if we look at our nation, we have military ideas, oratory ideas, and oratory ideas. And remember on the start screen where it said military 1, oratory 2? This is the 1 and 2. This is where you can see them. If we click on here, you can pick any idea card that you would like to have implemented in your empire. So we'll have to do that too. Now, this is the country civilization level. It's plus 40%. I guess that's fine. Then we went over that already. The culture distribution and the religion distribution, they are almost equal. Maybe they are completely equal, actually. 98.16, yeah, they are completely equal. And then there's a pop type distribution that you can quickly see over here. Now, here you have an overview of all of your provinces. So we have Macedonia and Macedonia Secunda, and I think that actually you can, yeah, so you can, if you hover over them, they will be highlighted. So we have some provinces in our territory, and you can also see the current governor. So we are the governor of the 4 major provinces, and there's one other governor, Prepelauit, who is from the Prepelauit family, and he's only 24 years old, but he has higher charisma than we do, although he's much, 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 much poorer than we are. So, and he wants to have a son. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Now, the governor policy in the provinces, you can change that too. So, for example, in Macedonia, we want to acquire wealth. That makes sense, right? Because we're losing money. But in Chalkidiki, we apparently want to encourage trade, but that obviously also adds to our wealth. So that's important. Then we have in these, it's his decision, I think. No, actually, I can decide that too. Here, apparently, we have cultural assimilation because there's, I guess the other cultures are all the way over here. And that helps Pops convert to our proper culture. But in Hellas, which is all the way over here, we again have the acquisition of wealth. So the other important thing to look at per province is its loyalty. And here you can also see the number of trade routes and the trade routes that are available. So we have one available in Chaldikidi and one in Macedon, and maybe that will help us get more money. There's probably also a way here to get more money. So let's keep that in mind. Then we have our government. So we are ourselves, Cassander. One big difference with Crusader Kings 2 is that you are not... The fact that we are playing as a sort of person is not the leading factor in the game. So at some point we'll die, and maybe a different family will take over. That does not mean game over. So that's a big difference with Crusader Kings 2. Now, we apparently have an Epiproxenos, and he's the chief diplomat, so he needs to have high charisma, and his impact is pretty good. So it helps us reduce our aggressive expansion change, which you can see over here, and which impacts the way that other nations perceive you. Now, we also have a Trophius, the royal tutor who oversees the education of the children. We probably would like somebody also with high finesse, I would say. But apparently that's not important here. I guess you need to have charisma. Interesting. Then the Epistrategos is the marshal in charge of the armies. Has to have high military stats, obviously. And he makes it easier to maintain mercenaries. This guy, at least. The Archisomatophylax, interesting, is in charge of the royal bodyguard and has a little bit lower martial than the other dude. but increases the morale of our armies. Now, you can see these guys are all from different families. The Zenonids, the Carsids, the Proctids, and the Opolymosids. Wow, it's hard. So, yeah. All different families. Keep that in mind. Then we have the Hierophant, who is the High Priest, basically. Has high zeal, as you can see from the Dided family, increases our omen power. The Philosophos, the court philosopher, also has high zeal. He is from the Dided family as well, so we have 2 people in our government from the Dided family. And I think that I actually saw... No, this is a new one. The Archigrammateus, responsible for administering the collection of taxes and government spending. Okay. So our tax collector, high finesse, good, better for our taxes. And the Archiatros, who is basically the doctor, and he impacts our health positively. And he's also from the Zenonid family, as well as this guy. So we need to keep an eye on these dudes. Now, there are some possible successors here, as you can see, from other families than our own. No, actually, no, these are our families. This is our family. Okay. So, I guess that makes sense, because we're a monarchy. Our legitimacy currently is, I think it's 100%, but the next ruler's legitimacy is 75%. So that's something to keep an eye on. And then we also have big list of laws. Not going to go over them all right now, but I just want to see if there's something that can help me with taxes over here. We have the simple land tithe, which gives us plus 5% tax. If we were to go to capitation, we'd have plus 10, but our freemen would not be very happy, and I don't know if it's worth it to do that. So I think I'm going to leave it as it is, but we'll probably be getting back here. Oh, we can also... authority laws. We have monthly legitimacy plus 0.05. We might actually want to switch to reminting policy when we can. We need some more oratory power to make that happen, because that will increase our tax. Let's see. Let's choose an omen. Maybe that will already help. What I want to do... Let's look at our money distribution. Our taxes give us the most money. More than commerce does. So it makes more sense to have a percentage added to our taxes than it does to have percentages added to commerce. But I think I might be going for the Blessing of Hades, get plus 22.8% national tax, and hopefully that will offset the losses that we are incurring. Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Blessing of Hades. So that's good for our taxes, and it'll have to work through that. Now here you see some decisions, which in some cases can really show you something of a goal that you can be working towards. But in this case, I think, let's see, here. Reunite Alexander's empire. That might be, you know, some sort of an end goal that you could be looking at if you're playing as Macedon. Our options are different types of monarchies that we can adopt. Imperial ambition, sorry. So you adopt the empire government form. And then here you can reunite Alexander's empire. In order to do that, you would need... Let's see. You'd be called the Argead, I don't know, Empire. But what do you need to do that? You need to basically have a whole list of territories that Alexander used to have, as we read in the introduction. So here you have much lower requirements, as you can see. But we're not going to be looking at that right now. But this would be something cool to be working towards. Let's see, what else do I need to do before we can start? Oh yes, trait routes. So this is the capital. We can see the trait routes that we have available to us. We have a surplus of grain, which is good, and surplus of wine and glass. And hang on, I want to look at our trade. That's not trade, is it? Booty hoo. Yeah. Hang on. That's not trade. Let's see. Oh, you can see it here as well, I think. That's the macro builder. We'll look at that later. We are importing grain from the Western Delta. So that helps us grow. But I would like... We could import some wood. That would allow us to build triremes, but we would also have higher taxes. However, we could also go for iron, for example, or camels. Let's look at the army composition that we have. We have light cavalry, heavy infantry, and archers. Okay. 777. And these are triremes? Yes, these are triremes. But we cannot build any, I don't think. Let's see. Create new unit or build a navy. No, we can only build triers. Because we don't have any wood in our nation right now. We could also reduce army maintenance cost. Because that's the major part of our expenses. So that would also be an option. Each surplus, although, does it immediately have an effect, or... Ooh, look at that! Cloth. Local tax plus 10%. Research points, but that's when you're exporting it, which we're not. I think we'll go for cloth. And we could get it from the Eastern Delta. Let's do that. I'm hoping that we are currently not losing any more money. Then we also have another city. Hang on, where was that? Where we have a trade route available here in Chaldikidi. So maybe we should be importing some food here so that they can grow faster? Would that be good? I think that would be good. Now, does it really matter what you're importing? Yes, it does when you have a surplus. Freeman promotion cost, freeman happiness, and national manpower. It's good to have a lot of national manpower because it has an influence on how quickly your armies can replenish. But our national manpower is really good. Yeah, but I'm still gonna go for grain though. From Duria, I think that's fine. So we now are full in our trade routes. We still need commanders. And we can afford a new invention. They cost 100 civic power. And this is the first batch that we can get. I think I'm gonna go for tax again. Should I? Could also improve omen power, because that makes taxes even better. But I might have a different omen at some point. So let's just go for property tax. Give me all the money that you've got. Okay, so now that we have looked at that... Let's see, this is the diplomatic screen. We don't need to look at that right now. Oh, here was the trade overview, duh. So here you can see what we're really doing. National commerce income, capital import routes, province import routes, the surpluses, and our imports and exports. You can toggle allow trading away surpluses, and I think we are actually doing that right now. Yeah. So that helps us get things too, I think. Now, okay, so we need a commander. Let's see, we haven't looked at that yet. Diplomacy, transitions, trade, characters. Here you have the character screen, but I'm pretty sure we'll look at that later as well. Maybe look at this first. So we can have a military idea. Morale of armies, that would be good. Trireme cost, we can't build them anyway because we don't have wood. Reinforcement speed plus 10 or army morale. I'm gonna go for army plus 10% morale, because we are a militaristic republic, I think. Or a militaristic monarchy. Now here, I have 2 more that I can pick, and I think I can even pick these guys. Even more taxes. National slave output plus 20%. Monthly corruption lowered. General loyalty, ooh, that's always good too. Improve opinion maximum plus 33%. Civilization level, loyalty of subject states. Maybe we should look at the subject states before we decide on that. Where was that? Our diplomacy screen. We have some subject states. Where are they? Here. Can I see their loyalty? Yes, 62.6%. 59 and 45 in Paeonia. Hello, Rumi. In case you're new to the channel, I have a cat named Rumi, and she likes being a jerk when I record. So say hi to Rumi. I would like to have better loyalty from them, actually. Might not be a bad idea to go for that. Where is it? Here. Haruspicy? Haruspex. Okay. Give me that. Oh no, that doesn't fit, of course, because it's a mismatching idea. Oh, that's really dumb. Because you get a... If you have matching ideas, you get this bonus. Oh, actually, I'm not happy with that. I need those oratory ideas then. Let's go for the general loyalty. This is going to have me lose all my oratory power, but... You know, again, it's a learning curve. Corruption. Or... Opinion improved. Let's go for opinion. I'm going to be mean and nice at the same time. So now we have this bonus, monthly tyranny minus 0.1 and national citizen happiness plus 10%, and we get this added to our government, I think. So, let's pick our military units, our generals. When you play as Rome, you also have factions in parliament from, you know, different political parties, for example. You also have them when you play as Carthage, but not here, I see. Let me think about this. You are cruel. I don't know if that's a good idea. I just need somebody with high martial, so I guess you... That's me. Maybe my son? Are you my son? You're probably my son. You might be a good commander. Yes, so let's have you be a commander. And then we need an admiral. But our admirals, our options are really bad. This is my preferred heir. It's fine. You can be the admiral. And we can finally unpause the game. Oh, actually, let's pause again, because what are we going to do? Might be worth it to look at that. Who are you? Aetolia in Greece. I can't move these, unfortunately. You can also, look at just your neighbors or the whole region. So if I just look at my neighbors, for example, I'll have a smaller list of empires surrounding me. Whoops. Apologies, Rumi was messing with my screen. Let me think. I'll be moving to a different apartment, hopefully soon-ish. And then, she won't be able to do this to me anymore. Let me see. So we have some neighbors, some local powers, some city-states, and one regional power, but that's Thrace. They're my friend. So let's look at the smaller ones and see if we can usurp anybody. You guys. You don't like me anyway. Oh, your independence is guaranteed by Phrygia. I don't want to be at war with those guys yet. Actually, are you dangerous to me? Ooh. They are a major power. Okay. Hey, Thrace. I think we need to really be good friends here. Okay. So any of the other small dudes. Here. Aetolia. Oh, of course, you're not our direct neighbor? Yes, you are. Oh, there you are. You also don't like me, but you're also guaranteed by Phrygia. You have an alliance with Taulantia over there. Okay, what about you? You have nothing. Where are you? Can I kill you? Oh, you're over here. Is that you? Okay, Akarnanya. You are an oligarchic republic. You might be my next victim. Or my first victim. Now we also have Aegeon, same thing. Oh, you're even smaller. Argos, but you like me, so we might actually... Oh, you're my subject. Epidauros. You're also all alone in this world. Stymphalia, Oligarchic Republic. Where are you? Is that you? There. No, that's Aetolia. Where's Stymphalia? Oh, there it is. Here. Where was it? That's Stymphalia. Megara over there, guaranteed by Phrygia. We have to do something about Phrygia, I think. Then Paeonia's ours, and Taulantia. Wasn't that our, No, actually not. They have a subject themselves, Cavia. And they are over there. Okay. I would like to have this, Aetolia. No, that's guaranteed by Phrygia. Right. Then I want this, Akarnanya. So here you can see what you can do. I can fabricate a claim, but I need more oratory power. So I have to unpause the game anyway, but I think this would be a first goal to set for ourselves. Not yet sure how you can see how you compare to a different power. Let's see. These guys don't like me, and I don't like them. They have a lot more cities and pop, so... Oh, here. 24 cohorts. So that's a little bit more than I have. I have 21, but we also have Thrace over here. And Thrace has 15 cohorts. So us together, that would be good. Ooh, hello. We have an envoy from the Hellenistic major power of Egypt, and they are requesting to import precious metals from the province of Chalkidiki, which would give us a bonus. Citizen promotion cost minus 5%. That's okay, we can do that. Let me think. What can we do? Maybe we should look at building things, although I don't really have a lot of money. But look, we're now making money, so that's good. Let's look at our main... Ooh, hello. Territories. Okay, let's not yet. Having built the largest empire the world has ever seen, Alexander the Great died suddenly 10 years ago. With no clear successor to the empire, his generals, the Diadochi, or successors, have since fought over Alexander's spoils. Our ruler, Cassander of Macedon, is the son of Antipater, who was the most senior of Alexander's generals and was given the honor to guard his heirs until they came of age. Upon the death of his father, Cassander killed his appointed regent with help from his father's enemies. He then proceeded to kill the heirs and their mothers. Antigonus, the former satrap of Phrygia, there we go, is perhaps the most successful of the successors. Antigonus has also meddled with the Greek states and controls, I think, the fortress of Chalkis that was once ours. But success breeds enemies, and he now stands alone and vulnerable. So we have claims on his former empire. Oh! But those are all in places that I don't really want to go, I think. But they will go away upon the death of our ruler. Okay. So I guess he's also a Diadochi. And then the Seleucids have one, and Egypt has one. But I don't like this guy. Okay. Ooh, hello. Trade route from Paeonia, requesting to import iron. Heavy infantry discipline would be given to us, so let's do that. And then there was something else. Hey, you went away! Okay, I guess it was in conflict with each other. Now I wanted to look at building here in Macedonia. So this is all Macedonia, yes. This is our capital, Pella, and we can build one more city building. Now there's 4 options here. A marketplace, which increases your tax, commerce income, and local civilization level. Training camps, which increase manpower. Forts. And granaries, which increase population growth and slave happiness. Now, slaves, as you can see, give you tax. So that's where you get your money from. Tribesmen also give you tax, but a lot less, I'm pretty sure. And they add to your manpower, but we have 0 here. Then we have freemen in the city as well. They add to your manpower. And then citizens give you research points and commerce value. So each of these types of people have their own pluses and minuses. Now, we have some barbarian power indicators here. Fort level, garrison of 1,000, supply limit. As so you can see how well your army will be doing if you station it there. Attrition and impact on province loyalty. We already have 3 training camps here. I think I might go for... Actually, I'm going to go for a marketplace. Build that here. I'm not going to keep building everything because I really don't have a lot of gold. So I'm just going to build over here, but as you can see, 0 out of 2 buildings here in Gortynia. In Europos, 0 out of 2. In Edessa, 0 out of 2. So there's definitely a lot of building that we still have to do. So that is something we will need to be looking at. Now, you can see that, for example, Thessaloniki mostly has glass. Tariana has horses. Gortynia has wood. Oh, actually, we do have wood. That's interesting. I thought we couldn't produce any triremes. That is confusing. So we are waiting for our oratory power, unless I now got a claim on them as well, but I don't think so. I really don't think so. Nope. I can't pick the war goal to get this territory. So they only have 4,000 troops, so that's fine. I think I could move my army over here to this fort. Do you have 13.2 supply limit? That might not be enough, actually. There has been a massive earthquake centered upon Asseros, with a large amount of casualties and some significant damage upon the city itself. The nearby cities and areas have also have seen some issues, though nowhere near the deafening issues caused in Asseros. Our people are looking for us to set aside some of our funds to try and help those in need, to make the best out of the situation. So we can choose to aid them, or we can say, it'll sort itself out in time. That will make us lose stability. We only have 1 stability right now. You can have stability between +3 and -3, so having 0 is not particularly attractive to me, because you can also see that if you have good stability, you have better tax, legitimacy, research points, etc. So we definitely need to do this, but then I'll almost be broke. It's good for my popularity, though. Asseros gets ravaged. Ugh. And in Kalendoia and Tragilos, we also lose people. But we still lose them anyway. So I think we will aid them. And I will actually tell the army to stay here, because I think they will suffer too much attrition if they... Oh, actually, you can be here. You might even be able to go here. Yes. I think here they would already start. Let's check it. Let's see if I'm right. If we put them here, will they suffer attrition? Because I think this says 19 and we have 21 cohorts. So I think that means that they will be losing people. Let's see. It would be a good test to end this episode with. And a good way to learn how this works. Now you... Yes, see? Attrition. Okay, so you have 20.42, that's also not enough. But we can get you over here, and then you won't be suffering attrition. Good. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to end this long first episode. In the next episode, which will be tonight at 8 p.m. CET, we will continue our introduction to this game, which I mean, I hope you're having fun, because I'm having fun. So, yeah, just a couple of hours to wait, and then you'll see the next part. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button, and please consider subscribing. It helps out immensely. New episodes, well, I just said it. It's coming out tonight, and then the next one's every day at 8 p.m. CET. And I will see you next time.